Okay everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to be back with another video for you. So in today's video I'm going to basically be showing you how to stop attracting the wrong type of guys. So I've decided to do this video because the last video on the narcissist video that I did about signs of dating a narcissist, it did quite well. Well, I think it did quite well. I got good feedback basically. Why am I getting all big-headed? Yeah, I got good feedback and people said that they could like really relate and stuff like that, and it helped a lot of people out. So I thought to myself, this is the perfect video to do afterwards, because obviously as well, it's important like when you are dating like a narcissist, or you figure out that you're dating a narcissist, you want to kind of avoid like dating them in the future. So you may say, okay Sally, thank you for the video, thank you for telling me the signs I'm dating or in a relationship with a narcissist, but how do I prevent myself from like staying or attracting one or being in a relationship with one? So this video is perfect because it's going to show you how to kind of identify them and stay away from them. So before we start, first and foremost, I just want to do a little appreciation. Everybody who's supporting me, again, I am ever so grateful for you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. I'm not even joking. I love every single one of you, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You're just amazing. You probably make my day. People that I know that are messaging me, like telling me, oh, watch your video, it's good, and just giving me like feedback and motivating me. You guys are just amazing. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. If you want to see more videos from me every week, I will post them once a week, every week, so just make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, and I'll definitely keep you updated. So first and foremost, I also want you to watch till the end. I really encourage you to watch till the end, and I mean this because everything that I'm going to give you is going to be so like important. Like, you will see results instantly. You would literally avoid yourself some getting hurt, getting played. So make sure you don't skip any parts, just keep going until the end. And also as well, if you've got a pen and paper, in fact, pause your video right now, grab a pen and paper, grab a notepad, grab a pen, and just write down the things I'm going to tell you, because literally these things are going to change your life. So the first thing I want to tell you is that in reality, no matter who you are, if you're an amazing person, which we all are, which we're going to promote in 2020, you are always going to attract a scumbag. Literally, you're going to attract a fuckboy, you're going to attract a player, you're going to attract a bad boy, you're going to attract a scumbag, you're going to attract a narcissist. There's all them type of wrong men for you, or wrong girls for you. You're going to always attract one. So what I want to tell you is that it's not really about who's coming to you, it's about who are you letting stay in your life. That's what the issue is about. I think staying when you do get a scumbag is something that you shouldn't be doing, because if you do get someone that is wrong for you and you know he's wrong for you, but you still stay in the relationship, you still continue dating that person, that's where you have to draw the line under, because that's how you will not be able to move on and grow from that situation. Okay, so now we can move on to the signs. Like I said, grab your pen, grab your paper, just make sure you write these down. So the first tip I'm going to give you is to literally take your rose coloured glasses off. So you know what it's like when you're a girl, you know, you start dating, you know, you see this guy, maybe he's 6'5". Why am I going 6'5"? Look at me. Maybe he's 6'2" or 6'1", right? Nice beard, you know, muscly, light skinned, or maybe even dark skinned, right? He looks so nice, and you're like, oh my god, you know, he's big. So you go and tell all your friends and stuff like that, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, it's like, because I'm dating this guy, yeah, I'm gonna have kids soon, I'm gonna have nice babies, yeah. You probably like dream like about all this stuff, yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't be knowing this, guys, but whatever, we do. And then as soon as like you get one sign that that person is wrong for you, intuition, without knowing, we just forget about it. We just leave it. We just say screw it. Like, look at this guy, look how perfect he is, I want to be in a relationship with him, and we just forget. And then the things like escalate until halfway down the relationship we're screwed. What I'm trying to tell you is that you need to see everything at face value. Do not sugarcoat. A red flag is always a red flag. You should never ever compromise anything. So if you say you get the vibe that this guy's very, I don't know, aggressive, that narcissist video is still in my head, but yeah, if he's very aggressive or argumentative, if that's a word, that is something that is like, okay, if that's a red flag for you, lock it off straight away. There's no need to sit down and, oh, but maybe he'll change. And no one changes unless they want to change themselves. So take it fully at face value. Do not settle, do not compromise, do not rationalize. I do this so much. I rationalize everything. I say, oh yeah, but maybe take it 1 + 1 is 2. Take it the way it is. Okay, so the second tip is to ask him meaningful questions early on in the relationship. So when you start dating someone, this is the time where I'm not going to tell you go, it's an interview, so go start interviewing people. That's just, no, that's a bit you're overdoing it. You don't want to cry, you don't want to make the person feel uncomfortable, but it's so important to ask questions, ask meaningful questions that you would want to know. Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you want children? I'm not saying rush off and say, oh, we have to have kids, but just find out. How do you spend your time? Which do you spend time? Are you family orientated? What values do you have in your life? What are 3 things that you'd appreciate in a woman or a man? Ask important questions that will kind of allow you to get a picture of the person that you're trying to date. Because you know what, you could date someone, you can go on 1 date every week for 10 months and you could not know nothing about someone, and you can rush into a relationship. Because I've been with him for a year, but how many times have you seen that guy? 5 times, and then you don't know anything about him, and you get in and you start complaining, men are trash, women are trash. Well, guess what? You didn't take the time to get to know him, to ask him questions, to see if you're compatible, to see if you connect, and because of that, out of lust, you break up. So think about it. If you're dating someone, hopefully the person you're dating is going to be a potential wifey or potential husband. He's someone that you're going to want to spend the rest of your life with. So you need to know these questions, you need to know the answers. And if you get an answer, like for example, this man that you're dating doesn't want children, would you stay? No, you have to leave. You have to lock it off. You can't stay, because how can you be someone that doesn't want children? It's not going to work. But yeah, even me, like, I never used to ask questions. I used to be so shy. Like, I used to like just not ask any questions at all. Like I don't know what it was me. I was just a shy girl. Like, in some other videos I'll talk about it a little bit more, like my shyness and all that. But sometimes when you are dating someone, if they are a bit shy, I mean, don't ever jump to conclusion and think that they're not interested in you. Maybe they just like, if they're not asking, I just spat. If they're not asking you questions, like, and you know them like quite well, or you get into that point and you feel like they're not asking you, then that's when it becomes like a warning sign. But yeah, it should gradually take time. You shouldn't have to, force it, basically. Another good thing that I do as well, it's so useful, is like scenarios. So when you're asking questions, always ask a scenario. So what would you do in this situation? What would you do in this situation? So, Jesus. So say for example, like I was dating a guy and I said to him, okay, say for example we went to the club. Yeah, went to the club and we weren't in a relationship, but we were both seeing each other. And then there was a guy that came up to me and he started flirting me, and you saw that guy flirting me, but we weren't in a relationship, so you can't obviously do nothing. So how would you react? So that question is amazing, because now he gets an opportunity to kind of tell you how he would react in the situation, and you get to see it. Yeah, some people do lie. They'll tell you how they're going to react. Oh yeah, perfectly. And in the real situation they do something else. Yeah, but no, listen, that's the best thing to do, and it kind of gives you like an idea of that type of person, whether they're gonna fucking, whether they're gonna overreact and proper, like, go mad, shout at, yell at you, or whether they're just gonna be calm. So it's a good way to find out. So my third tip is to have standards. This one is so important, guys, girls, women, men, whatever, whoever's watching, have standards. So I can't explain to you what a standard is. If I had a dictionary, I'd read it out, but I don't have one and I can't say what it is. But basically, just know your worth. Know that you are worth something. Even if you do have confidence issues, because myself, I've struggled with confidence issues in my life, so I can't always say that I've always had standards, but that's something that you can work on over time. Again, I'll probably do another video in the future about this. Yeah, but standards are very good because they're kind of like a setting stone of what you're willing to accept and what you're willing to compromise with. It kind of like sets like a ground, like this is the way it is, and you can't try and jeopardize that. You can't try and interfere with what I want, what I accept, and how I see myself and how I want to be. So it's fantastic. So I always say, when you have these standards that you set for yourself, always communicate them, especially in the early stages when you're dating that person. So for example, with me, like I'm such a good girl, right? When I'm dating, I'm just like, right, I'm always gonna be home at 11 every single, it doesn't matter who it is, whatever date I'm going on, especially when it's like first dates, whatever, always home by 11. So you say that, look, they'll go, oh, do you want to meet at 8 o'clock or something? Number one, why are you gonna meet a girl at 8? Anyway, if they do stuff like that, just be like, look, yeah, but that means I have to be home I have to leave at 10 because I have to be home at 11. And they'll be like, oh, you're a good girl, or you got curfew. No, I haven't. It just, that's what I like to do. I like to be home, I like to be safe, and I like to be, yeah, at home. So they can't say no about that. If he's the right guy, he'd be like, okay, I understand, and then he'll want to see you earlier. If he's the wrong guy, he would start reacting, oh no, yeah, you go to bed early, and then he'll start kicking a fuss. But basically, when you have them standards, do not compromise them. Keep it set in stone. Don't change it for any guy. Even if you like him, if you're attracted to him, or he won't see you earlier, don't change your standards, because they kind of show who you are, and at the same time they show how high value you are as well. Because if you want to be a high value woman, or if you want to be a high value man, you want to set the pace early on. You don't want to be walked all over or trampled on. You want to show that you value yourself and you are worthy. So have them standards, girl. Okay. So the fourth tip is to communicate when something is wrong. So you're always going to have issues in every relationship. Like, come on, it's like, it's just, that's just the way we are as humans. So when you're about to fight, or when he does something to piss you off, whatever, make sure you communicate that. Don't hold it in. I know women, we do that all the time. We hold it in, then he goes, what's up? We go, oh, nothing. We've probably got this nasty face in our face. We won't tell him what's like the issue. Then we start acting passive, and then we hold this grudge for 2 hours. Then he'll ignore us, then we'll get even more pissed off. Oh, we are so like proper sad. But yeah, no, honestly, literally, like, yeah, if he does something wrong, communicate it. Don't yell at him, don't scream at him, don't abuse him, don't shout at him. Just tell him, babe, look, you did this and I didn't like that. That's it. Don't keep it in, because it'll just escalate and you'll end up exploding. So if he's done that thing, don't be that person like I used to be and just lock it off and say, right, okay, you did that, you fucked up, bye. No, because we all make mistakes. So yeah, don't be too hard. Give him one chance. I would say at least one chance, and observe him. If he does that same behaviour again, or he repeats that same action that you did not like again, then that's when you could evaluate and say, do I want to be with this person? Do I trust him or do I not? But yeah, it depends what it is, to be honest, because if he cheated, and then it would literally be up to you if you wanted to take him back or not. But say for example something minor, like he lied about something that he shouldn't have lied about, and then you say, oh, I didn't like the dishonesty that we've had, and I expect like someone to kind of be straightforward to me, yeah, early on. So if he says, okay, I'm sorry, I won't lie again, you can give him another chance, and then you can decide if he does lie again, if you want to stay or if you want to walk away. So I can't remember, is this the 5th tip? Yeah, I think the 5th tip is to just assess the way he is in social situations. So for example, you go to a restaurant, you order some food, there's a waiter. How does he treat the waiter? How does he treat the man at the door? Whoever it is, like, always look to see like how he handles like people. Like, is he rude? Is he arrogant? Does he bitch about them? Does he talk about them? You should always like find a way, like, yeah, what am I even saying? You should always look, like, assess like what his behaviours, his actions, what does he do, because I feel like when you're dating someone, it's supposed to be in your best behaviour, especially on the first date. This is you trying to show them like, this is me trying to be my best to impress you. So if someone on their first date is acting like a scumbag, acting all rude, probably like swearing or bitching about people, that just tells you a lot about that person. Because if he's like this on day 1, what is he going to be like on day 60 or day 100 or day 500? Exactly, it's only going to get worse. So always like watch how he treats people, even like his mother, even like his like dad or sister. But yeah, things like that you should always kind of look, because it's an indication of the type of person you're going to be in a relationship with. So check. And I can't speak today, so get it together. And the final tip is to make a list of the qualities you admire or appreciate in a person. So this one also is really like good, because basically this is a list of the things that you want. So this is on the list that you say that I'm not going to compromise, I'm not going to kind of change or kind of switch over. You're just going to stick to that list. So I could get my pen and paper and I can say I want a man that is very communicative, that's open, that's honest, that is accountable, and that is family orientated. These things shouldn't be like physical, because obviously, come on, physical is not really the thing that you're going to marry, but the things should be kind of like things that you appreciate from the inside. So yeah, you could have the list of the stuff, and then I'm not saying like start ticking off and having like a checklist. Oh yeah, he does this, no cross, okay, bye. No, I mean like the list is just like a guidance for you to kind of check to see if he's the guy that you want and if he's matching up to your standards. So you go on a date, don't take that list out of you, because obviously it's going to run away, it's going to think you're controlling. But maybe before the date, just have a quick look at the list, go on the date, have some food, whatever, do whatever, then come back, start reflecting, just thinking, has he got some of the things that I like? And if you realise that he has, that's amazing, keep seeing him. If he doesn't, give him a chance, because sometimes things take a bit longer to kind of blossom. And if after a couple of dates or a few dates you still don't see anything, or he hasn't got the things that you want, then lock it off. You know, it's 2020, there's always someone else. Plenty more fish in the sea. But yeah, that wraps up the video. If you've watched till the end, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching my video. Again, if you're new, subscribe. If you would like to share this, feel free. If you can relate, comment in the comments. I'd love to engage with you more and more. And for the people that always comment, thank you so much. I love you guys so much. But yeah, I'll be back for another video next week. I'm thinking of doing quite a bit of dating, especially because of the coronavirus, and I'm always at home, I'm not doing much, so I feel like I might as well just start a dating series, whatever. But anyway, let me know how you think, and subscribe, like, comment, share, and I'll see you next week. My head hurts. I love you. Bye.